And so today we're going to be talking about the absolute imperatives, the mandatory things you need to know in terms of your reality creation. So I'm going to give you everything that's really worked for me, and I know that you're going to take these things and you're going to have a framework for how you go about creating your own reality and controlling your destiny. So you have to forgive me, I'm a little hyped up this morning. I've had like 2 cups of free hotel coffee. So this might be like 1.5 speed, me recording at 1.0 speed. So let's get into this. There's 2 things I want you to think about in terms of reality creation. The first one is your default perspective. And the second one is your situational awareness, so how you react to situations. So let's talk about one, your default perspective. So remember that everything in reality is an outpicturing of who you are and what you believe, right? So if reality is reflecting back to you, it's all about whether you're in a place of abundance or scarcity, right? So we need to start thinking about having an abundance mindset. So when you think about things like, I have everything I need, I am the person I want to be, everything will be provided because I am supported by the universe, you will start to feel like and start to see in your reality more reflections of that. If you come from a place of scarcity, and this is where a lot of us get in trouble, if you come from a place of scarcity and you're thinking, what don't I have? That's going to put you in a place to see more scarcity, right? So I don't have the amount of money I want. I don't have the job I want. My relationships aren't right, right? That is literally an outpicturing into your reality of what you're thinking. You are creating that reality for yourself. So one super simple quote or saying I like to think about in terms of this is that the universe or the world and the universe and reality is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So reality is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So we need to start thinking in terms of our massive power here to control our own reality. We were ingrained and put within us was this greater vision. And so we're here in a journey of pursuing that greater vision in complete control of it. So reality is working with me if I put myself in this abundance mindset and I know that I have everything right now. It's just simply a matter of feeling into that place, right? So we have to think from a default perspective. So our default perspective always needs to be abundance, gratitude. We have everything we need. The second thing is just how we view situations, right? There are always things in our life, positive and negative, that are popping up repeatedly. And we need to take inventory of these things that are popping up repeatedly, right? This is really important. So what tends to happen is we focus on the negative things that happen over and over again as opposed to recognizing all the positive things. So we get ingrained in the negative things that happen in our reality. And we have to start paying attention to that, because what that is, it's like fireworks. It's like a red flag. Hey, this negative thing keeps happening to me. Where do I need to adjust my perception and start to resolve whatever issues are behind this negative event that keeps happening to me? Let's just say it's like a challenging relationship you have, right? So, man, I always have difficulty with this certain friend or family member. So you need to start assessing deeply, how do I view this relationship? Am I being open to who they are? Am I projecting my own beliefs onto them and I think they should be acting in a certain way? And am I not letting them be themselves authentically? So there's something in these things that we see repeatedly, especially the bad things, because that's what we focus on. There's something in there that we haven't resolved. So we have to be aware and back out to a bigger picture of the broader perspective and think about everybody being on their own independent journey, right? So again, these are essentially 2 of the most vital things to where if you can start thinking about these on a daily basis, again, what is my default perspective as I'm just going through the day to day? like separate from situations. How am I viewing the world? Am I in a place of scarcity? Here's all the things I don't have and I'm working toward, and there's all these things that I lack. Or am I in a place of gratitude and abundance? Again, everything from a reality perspective is out picturing from you, and that is the reality you're creating, right? And then we need to start really taking inventory of these situations that are continuously occurring. If it's something good, amazing, right? We do have that mindset of gratitude and abundance, and if we continue that same mindset for that specific thing, it's just going to start multiplying. But the most important thing is in these negative situations, where am I not resolving certain things in my mind or understanding somebody else's perspective that makes this thing continue to crop up? So if you can master these two things, if you can start to think about your daily life in the perspective of these two things, you're going to make massive strides. And trust me, these things were game changers for me in terms of how I go about my daily life and how I think about things now. And it's just a great, absolute great tool to start thinking about how you move every day.